Take a look at this, folks. If you're old enough, you might remember this is Sony's first ever Walkman, which launched in July of 1979. Now, take a look at this. 35 years later, a resurrection. The Japanese tech giant has unveiled the ZX1. It sold out in Japan when it launched, but is it enough to turn the fortunes of Sony around? I'm Ramy Inocencio for Asia Today. Steve Durose is Deputy Head of Asia Pacific Corporate Ratings at Fitch in Sydney and joins me right now. Now, Steve, Sony logged a $1.3 billion loss in the last fiscal year through March. Now, is this Walkman something that can help it out?
Afternoon, Ramy. Well, clearly this is a niche product and in itself is not going to turn around Sony's credit rating. However, it is an interesting development. Sony's got a product out in the market ahead of its rivals, which we haven't seen from Sony for a long time. So maybe it's an indicator that Sony has some new ideas, something which we've been doubtful for a while.
Now, admittedly, audio is one aspect of Sony's whole entire product range, but it's not really its biggest moneymaker now, is it? What should it really be focusing on moving forward?
Sony should be focusing on anything where it can make a profit. The company's struggling. Very few of its products are clear leaders in its field. The company's forecasting a loss for this year. We think even in the next financial year, the consumer electronics business is going to struggle. It's working hard in the TV sector. It's hived down its TV business into a separate subsidiary to try and improve accountability and profitability. But remember, that business lost money for 10 years. Whether they can turn that around or not, I don't know.
Now, I'm curious about the wisdom of the pricing of the ZX1. It retails for $700 US. Now, Sony's sound product planner had this order from above. The message for our designers and engineers was, please create a good product without worrying about the cost. Do you think that is actually a wise directive?
Well, I don't think it's a bad strategy for this device because this device is not going to be a mass market device. As I said, most people are still happy with the sound quality from their existing device. And so the people who are going to want another device, which if you have a look at it, it's quite heavy, it's quite chunky, it's not smooth and sleek like a lot of smartphones and competitor devices. So this is a niche product, and I think niche pricing is not necessarily a bad decision to go with.
Right, it's carved from a single block of aluminum from what I've read as well. It has 128 gigabytes of memory there for the audiophile. Looking ahead, what's in store for Sony's credit rating from Fitch?
Well, we still have Sony on a negative outlook, which means there's a possibility that the rating may get downgraded further. If the company can turn around its consumer electronics business and not generate another loss, then we might stabilize that credit rating. But the company's still a long way from getting back to investment grade, and for a number of years before it took its eye off the ball and lost its place in the market to, at the high end, the Korean manufacturers, and at the low end to the Chinese manufacturers.
All right, Steve Durose, Deputy Head of Asia Pacific Corporate Ratings at Fitch in Sydney. Thanks so much for the time. For more on this, head to thewallstreetjournal.com and check out if you want to check out the ZX1 yourself. I'm Ramy Inocencio in Hong Kong. Thanks for watching.